Today, we join Tony as he goes diving in an aquarium.
I have never ever been swimming with a shark before. This morning when I wake up, you get close to the most dangerous creature in this world. But, you know, I said to myself, you can do it, Tony.
My job is to take members of the public diving inside an aquarium. We scuba dive inside our largest tank, the oceanarium, with 8 grey nurse sharks.
The man who works at the aquarium refers to people who don't work there as members of the public. If you're in a group, such as a club or a particular job, people not in that group are members of the public. For instance, the police often refer to people who are not police as members of the public. Now, where do these members of the public dive?
We scuba dive inside our largest tank, the oceanarium, with 8 grey nurse sharks.
They dive in their largest tank. Largest is a superlative adjective. It compares more than 2 things. Usually, it follows the largest tank. But it also follows possessive forms such as their largest tank, Sydney's largest tank, or our largest tank. Listen again.
We scuba dive inside our largest tank, the oceanarium, with 8 grey nurse sharks. Today, we're diving with grey nurse sharks. Every single one of these large sharks are grey nurse sharks. So grey nurse sharks are pretty special because they're a critically endangered species. Critically endangered means that they're one step away from being extinct. So to be allowed to dive with these sharks while they're still around is pretty special.
If a species is extinct, there are none left alive. Grey nurse sharks are one step away from being extinct, which means that there are very few of these animals left. Next, listen for some more superlative adjectives.
My personal feeling about sharks is that they're the most misunderstood animal on the planet. They've been alive on the planet for about 500 million years. They're the earliest fossilised records of sharks. So they have an amazing scientific and natural heritage that needs to be protected.
The superlative adjectives were earliest, the earliest fossilised records, and most misunderstood, the most misunderstood animal. When an adjective is 3 syllables or more, stood, you don't add est to the end. Instead, you say most before it. Most misunderstood.
My personal feeling about sharks is that they're the most misunderstood animal on the planet.
He uses the singular, most misunderstood animal, because the grey nurse sharks are one type or species of animal. Next, listen to the way Tony uses plurals.
There's heaps of normal fish, like the normal one we can, actually see every day. It's a good feeling when we sort of walking just along the flow with the fish. I really enjoy that. At the beginning I thought I'm going to be scared of all the big sharks, big animals, what if they bite me?
He says animals and sharks, but refers to more than one fish without adding the S sound. There are 2 plural forms of fish, fishes and fish. Fish is the most common plural form. Many sorts of fish, such as trout and snapper, don't have an S plural form, but sharks and stingrays do.
It was a wonderful experience for me to get into the water, to get really close to all this, the ocean animals, the fish, especially the sharks, stingrays and everything.